Hello and good afternoon. Welcome back to Light Rail Station. I'm Andy Boretto. I'll be your instructor today for a yoga session, live music, yoga, so we're going to stretch out. Today is the fourth in the series, so hopefully if you've done them before, you know what. If not, if you're dropping in, it's great. We're going to be focused on the air element today, so get your mat ready, get a blanket ready. We'll be back in just a few seconds to start the class. Hello again, welcome back. Today we're going to be going through the air element, the fourth chakra, the heart openers, chest, wind, breathing, compassion, and love all reside here. So we're going to do a little movement, a little stretching. We're going to open up our arms, open up our heart, breathe in the good air to bring us back down to calmness in this turbulent time that we're all in. Behind me we have Greg and Josh. Again, amazing live music happening as we do our practice. So even if you just tune in just to listen to the music, that's great. If you do a little stretching or breathing with us, that's also very therapeutic for you and for us too. So if you're at home doing it, send us pictures, post, comment, whatever you want to do. We love seeing the pictures from some of our youngest students, Hiroki and Miharu, to some of our oldest friends over in Brooklyn, like Jen and John. So please, welcome everybody here. Come to a comfortable seat and just get ready to drop in and breathe. So your hands could be in your lap, they could be on your knees, they could be at heart center, wherever you want to start your practice at today. And simply start here at the beginning to the breath. Sit up straight, bring your shoulders up and back and down. Just roll them out. Not really worried about the breath here, just kind of coming into our seat. Once you feel like you're seated nice and strong from the root all the way up, bring your hands to your knees. Palms can be open or turned up if it's more of an offering that you want to give. Begin by closing your eyes and tuning into your breath. Today we're going to breathe in through the nose, all the way up. Through your chest, you can feel your ribs, your lungs expand, collarbone, all the way to the top of the head. Take a moment at the top of the breath just to wait. And then exhale from the top through your mouth or your nose, back through your chest, your lungs, stomach, down to the root. Take another breath in. Feel the expansion. Heart, the chest starting to slowly open and become awake. Top of the inhale, stay for a moment, exhale. If you can draw your exhales out a little longer than the inhales, it's always a nice way to just open up. One more time. Inhale through the nose, your deepest inhale yet. Through the chest, crown of the head. Sit a little taller. And on the exhale, let it all go. From here, simply bring your eyes open, your hands to your mat, flutter them open, and just arrive. We're going to start today in a little cat-cow. We've been here before, so if you want to, you can clear your mat, or I like to take a little blanket under my knees or a towel. And what you're going to come to is your wrists under your shoulders, hands spread wide, knees under hips, back toes can be up or down, and just arriving here in tabletop. You can move if you have a little movement in you, but slowly just come to stillness. And then from here, with the big breath in, drop the belly, lift the chest. Your eyes can look up into a cow pose. On the exhale, fold it in. Belly goes towards spine. Chin to chest. Arms strong for cow. into cat. Inhale one more time. And exhale. We're going to take 3 more deep breaths here. You can bring a little movement into it, so you may want to rock back on your hips towards heels. Take circles. If that feels good, you may just want to rock forward and back. But as long as you're moving with your breath. Take a couple more breaths here. If you went one way, switch it up and go the other. Opening up our practice, just getting warmed up. Take one more cow. So inhale, belly drops. Forehead up, look towards the sky. And exhale. Halloween cat it in. Come back to tabletop. Take your knees as wide as the mat, your toes together. Sit your hips back to your heels and just come into a child's pose. Starting today with the intention of breathing, relaxing, and opening up. So unlike fire, where we want to get you stoked internally, here we want you to feel open. Take one more inhale here. And a big exhale out. Your next inhale, come back up to your tabletop position. Remove anything if it's on your mat. And then bring your feet up to your hands in a forward fold, and then rise up. Arms overhead, arms through chest, into mountain pose. We'll take a quick Series A here through mountain pose before we go deeper. Inhale, arms to the sky for mountain. Exhale, hips go back, knees may bend, forward fold. In here, stay for a couple breaths. We'll take 2 here. Inhale and exhale. Breathe out through the belly. Might get you a little bit more of a fold in. Next inhale, you can start to straighten the legs a bit. We're just looking for stretch in the back of the legs. And exhale. Now we're going to inhale and take a halfway lift. And exhale, fold back down. Plant the hands, step the feet back, and come into a high plank position. So here, set it up, grip the mat, wrist under shoulders, hands a little bit wider than your shoulders, toes tucked, tailbone back, make it strong. Stay breathing here. One more inhale. And the exhale, you can lower down through your knees or lower all the way down to the mat. Put the top of your feet to the mat, arms by shoulders. Inhale. Come up into a little cobra. It doesn't have to be a huge cobra here. It could be a little bit, it could be a lot, whatever you're working with right now. Exhale, forward and down. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, push up, back to downward facing dog. In downward dog, you may pedal your feet a little bit, set it up. For your hands, wrists, shoulder blades down your back, hips up, knees may be bent a lot or a little. Take one more inhale here. And the exhale, walk your feet up to your hands, back into forward fold. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, back up to the sky, arms overhead. And exhale down through the center to mountain pose. So now we're just warmed up a bit, feeling good. We're going to start to open the center of our chest, start to bring the back into play. So again, if you have any injuries or anything that hurts, back off of it. I'm not a doctor, so I can't be there with you to know what doesn't feel good or feel good. So trust your body and just go as deep as you can. So from in here, inhale your arms up over your head, exhale, forward fold. Now on the inhale, simply walk your right foot back, come into a high lunge. Hands to the side, front knee over front ankle, back leg, you want the heels over the toes. From here, drop your back knee and come on up into a lunge on your knee. Now you may want to put some padding underneath it like I did. It feels really good. From here, set it up, tailbone goes down, back leg is vertical. Front knee should feel no pain. Now inhale your arms above your head. And the exhale, we're simply going to bring our hands back into a cactus. It'll give you a little bit of back bend. So again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, cactus. Do that one more time. Inhale, reach through your hands. And exhale. Next, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands frame your foot. Bring your left knee back to meet your right knee. Bring your right foot up to do the lunge on the second side. Again, knee over ankle. Back leg comes straight. I like to grab my hips here and pull my right hip back a little bit and tuck my tailbone down to get into a nice lunge. Now you can stay here or bring your hands to the sky and set up through the cactus arms on the second side. Inhale in, and on the exhale, draw your arms back and down into a cactus, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, cactus, shoulder blades back down. One more time, inhale up, and exhale. Next, inhale, bring your arms up. Hands go to mat. Step your back foot back. Come into a plank pose. And then from here, simply walk your feet back up to your hands. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale. Next inhale, come up to standing, arms above head. And exhale, arms through. Back to mountain pose. Take a free breath here. Work out your shoulders. You should start to feel a little bit of opening on there. If you have anything on your mat, you can remove it to the side. We'll come back to that later. So from here, we're going to fold down and then go into a plank pose and then do some poses on our belly. So if you know you need to prop up for that, get them ready. On the inhale, hands come to the sky. On the exhale, forward fold. Now from here, just simply step back to a plank pose. Both feet back. We've been here before. Grab the mat, tailbone towards heels. Take a nice deep breath in here through the nose. And on the exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Again, tops of the feet come to the mat, knees lift off the mat. Arms, shoulders back, elbows back, hands by your shoulders, forehead on the mat. And from here, simply on the inhale, lift yourself up into Cobra. Now you may have a low Cobra, you may have a high Cobra, but what matters is that you are feeling it from your toes all the way up through your shoulders. One more inhale here, lift a little higher. And on the exhale, relax it down and let everything go. We're going to do this one more time, and you can stay in that position, or you can bring the arms a little wider if you want, with the elbows facing up. Again, tops of the feet down, knees up, pelvis to the ground. On the inhale, lift up into your Cobra. Stay here, or feel yourself lift up just a little bit higher. And then exhale. Fold it over. Come onto your forearms. We'll set up for the next set of poses. So if you have a strap, you may need this. If not, you can use a towel or a block, whatever is handy, or you could just follow along. So we're gonna do Locust Pose. Starts in the same shape that we just did for Cobra, but our arms will be towards the back. So again, bring your forehead to the floor. Bring each arm to the side of your body, palms facing up. Feet are hip distance or closer. It's up to you what you want to do on that one. It's a little harder if they're closer. From here, we're simply going to lift our shoulders, lift our head, our chest, then our feet. And if that feels good, you can bring the shoulders up and back and lift the hands off the mat. Point the toes, feet come together. Stay here for one more breath. Exhale. One more. Inhale, you may lift a little higher, shoulders go up. And on the exhale, bring it back and down. Bring your forearms in front of you. Rest your head to one side or the other. Take a free breath. I set up for another round of Locust. I like to do it 2 times in a row because once you light it up, it feels great. This time, you can clasp your hands and do it, or stay with there. I'm gonna show the clasp hand variant. So again, tops of the feet down, knees up, pelvis down, shoulders up and back, hands clasped. On the inhale, raise everything up. Point from your feet to the top of your head, shoulders round down and back, opening that chest up. One more inhale here. And the exhale. Rest your head to the other side this time. It's good to take a rest in between poses. Don't always have to go fiery, one breath, one pose. You just feel the effects of this one. So from here, let's do a little reset. Hands under shoulders, come up to your knees. Spread your knees wide, toes touch, come back into child's pose. Just for a little reset. Take a couple breaths here. Be mindful that the air you're breathing is the element we're practicing. One more big inhale through the nose. And then let something go on the exhale. On your next inhale, come back up to tabletop position, and we're actually gonna go right back down to our bellies. So just get down there. I like to go forearms, pelvis, tops of the feet, which is basically the Sphinx pose, but we're not gonna do that one today. We're gonna come into bow. So again, if this is too much for you, just stay down, relax, listen to the sounds. If you wanna come with me to bow, bring your forehead to the mat. Bring your knees hip distance apart. Bring your feet up. Reach back and grab your ankles or the outside of your feet. I'm going to show ankles today. Now you can stay here, shoulders up, and just putting a little pressure by kicking your feet out and your arms go up. If you're ready, on the inhale, kick up into bow. Now you may go low or you may go high. But just to go to where you feel the stretch. Today I'm feeling this. You can wobble a bit. Take another big inhale, maybe go a little higher. And the exhale. Bring your head back down. Turn your right cheek to the mat. Give yourself a break. Next inhale, let's go back and do one more. Again, you may just stay down if you want. If not, reach back, shoulders on your back, shoulders up, and grab the outsides of your feet or ankles. The next inhale, come on up into your expression of bow. Don't forget to breathe in this pose. It's big, you can feel it. But you're opening up that heart center and that chest. Exhale, a left cheek to the mat. Take a free breath here. And exhale. Come back up to your knees. Sit back again into child's pose. Just reset from that. Ready, push yourself up to your knees. We're going to come and turn around for a quick set of bridge poses. Continuing on the back bends, we should be nice and open now. Should allow us to go higher. So, lay down on your mat, arms towards your sides, feet towards, your heels towards your seat. You should be able to just lightly graze them. here, relax down. We can grab the edge of our mats if we want to start to pull it away from the arms. So we engage the arms before we engage the legs. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, flatten the back down to the mat. On the inhale, simply lift your hips into bridge. You can start small, or you can start to bring it up higher. But as you lift your hips, your tailbone goes towards your knees. Pull from your arms. Shoulders should be activated. Just a nice back bend here. Your chin could be towards chest, or if you've gone up into a higher bridge, you can start to move it towards the back. Go to where it feels good, the sensation is happening for you, not to where you think it should be. One more inhale here. Let the exhale guide you into the next one. Inhale, arms come above the head. And the exhale, bring it down. Take the feet as wide as your sides of your mat, and your knees can windshield wiper side to side, just to reset here. We'll do bridge, second side. You may want to block for this to come up into a supported bridge, and that's fine. Just place it under your sacrum once you're up. If not, plant the feet, plant the hands, pull the mat, shoulders back and down. Strong pose here. Exhale. Back is flat. Inhale. Up into bridge pose. Turn the legs on, turn the arms on, the shoulders on. Can you let the glutes relax a little bit and let the legs take some of the stretch? Sometimes in these poses we clench into the glutes when really we want to let other muscles do the work here. One more big inhale in. Exhale. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, jack down to the floor. Windshield wiper. Next inhale, start to rock your way on up to seated. Or you can just twist your legs around and come to seated, however you want to get there. So we're going to come into one of my favorite poses that I've been learning to do well is Camel. Years I fought this pose, and just now I'm just starting to really like it. I can't go far in it, you may not go far, but the farther and the more we practice it, the better it gets. And so we're gonna practice it here. So come up, sitting on your heels, and just simply stand up on your knees. Like mountain pose, tailbone down. Strong here. Bring your hands to your hips. On the inhale, bring it in through your chest. On the exhale, bring your belly towards spine. We want to engage the core. And the next inhale and exhale, start to slowly bring the elbows back and curl back into a back bend. And you may only go right here, which is just a very little camel. Chin stays at chest. We don't want to drop our head right back, but we want to feel the front of our hamstrings turned on, our back bending. If there's any pain, come on up out of it. Take one more breath here. And then the exhale, simply sit back onto your heels. You don't want to come right into a forward fold after that. Stay upright for a moment. We're going to go second time through that. You can go deeper if you want, or you can stay as high with me. But let's come into it. Again, back up to your knees, just like mountain pose. Tailbone down, belly in, chest up. Hands to the side. Inhale. Exhale, lean back. You may stay here, or you may want to take one arm back and reach a heel. You may want to take the other arm back and reach the other heel. Staying here. If it's too much, come back up here. but if you have it, you can stay all the way back. It's a good back bend. Powerfully open. One more inhale. Exhale. Come back to seated. Whew. Nice. Take a free breath here. Remove anything you may have on your mat. Come to the front of the mat. We're going to do a couple standing poses just to change it, just to change a little balance. We're all warmed up on the upper body. So we're going to take a standing twist. So come to the front of your mat. I'm going to show you this way. Tall and mountain pose. Left leg firmly planted, and simply raise the right knee. Take your left hand to your right knee. And with your right hand, simply start to twist. Open. You may fall, which I just did. And if you do, try it again. You don't have to go that far. Your head may look, but open. Feel your chest open. You may want to also bring the other arm to the front. Breathe in. Stay for the exhale. Back hand comes to meet the front hand, leg to the floor. Walk it out. It's all a practice. Some days we fall, some days we don't. Inhale, second side, right leg firm, left leg up, right hand to left knee. You may stay here, you may be wobbly at this point, in the wind, in the air. If you can, open up the left hand to the back. To add more, turn your head to look towards that back arm. That's about all I can do without falling over. So I'm gonna stay here. You may also come with the front hand out, but for my steadiness, I'm gonna stay here today and breathe. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale it down. Walk it out. We're going to come into what's called dancer pose. I'll teach it a couple different ways. You can stay in the easy, simple pose. You can take it further as we go. So come to standing at the top of your mat again. Left leg firm. Right leg, simply bring the heel to your seat. This could be it for you. Grab the outside of your foot. Stand up straight. This could be your dancer today. If you want more, you can raise the left hand up. And then from here, we're just gonna kick into that back hand and pivot forward into dancer. Then front knee can be bent while you bend a little bit more and then move to straighten. Keep the left leg strong and the right thigh pressing in towards the left thigh. Go as deep as you can or as shallow as you can. One more inhale here. The exhale. Next inhale, knee to chest, then to floor. We'll do second side. Turn around on this side for you. Again, right leg down, left heel to the seat. Stay here. Bring the right arm over your head. And when ready, kick into the back foot. Front knee can be bent. Work that left inner thigh towards your right thigh. You don't want the knees splaying out. If you can, straighten that right leg, bend a little more. If that's too much, back off to where you feel the stretch. Next inhale, go deep. Exhale. Inhale, bring the knee back up, foot plants. Shake it, walk it out, whatever you want to do. We're gonna make our way down to the floor. So, you can simply come down and sit. You could take a quick little boat pose. If you want some core work, you could join me in 10 seconds of boat. So come to seated, legs up to 90. Bring your belly towards your spine. You can grasp the inside of the legs, you can straighten the feet, you can lift them. Whatever feels good for you today. Got about 5 more seconds here. A couple more breaths. And when ready, simply lay back. Hands to the side, knees come to chest. A child's pose, but you're doing it on your back. Toes can be touched. You can cross your ankles. You can start to bring a little movement in here if you want to loosen up the hips a little bit. Rock side to side. Just starting to cool it down. Move it down. When ready here, we're going to drop our knees over to the left-hand side, move our hips to the right. So next inhale, drop your knees. You can scoot your hips over on the mat a little bit more. Your arms may come out to a T by your sides, or we're working with the wind element. You could do cactus arms on the floor. Both shoulder blades on the floor, hips twisted to the left. Feel the benefits of what we've done today with the chest being able to open. Inhale one more time here. Twist a little deeper on the exhale. Next inhale, bring your knees back up to center. And just go on to the other side. Knees drop to the right. Twists. Your hips may go towards the left. Shoulder blades on the ground. Arms in cactus or straight. If you need more, you can always bring a foot on top of the top knee. You can bring the legs straight. Whatever feels good for you today, stay in it. On the next exhale, twist a little deeper. Bring it out. Feel the shoulder blades on the earth. On the inhale, bring your knees back up. Again, come into knees towards chest. Child's pose on your back. From here, you can rotate your hips around by holding your knees. Come into any last poses that you want to cool down with. If you want to take a happy baby, or legs up the wall, by all means, it's your practice. You could do whatever you want here. Next exhale, you can bring the feet all the way out in front of you. Your feet will flop over to either side of the mat. Arms by your side, palms up. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. One more big breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Take your Shavasana. A few minutes in this pose, listening to the sound, not worrying about your breath, closing your eyes. Riding the wind. If you prefer to come into a seated meditation, meet me there. Your legs may cross. You may sit on something comfortable. Sit up tall. Keep your eyes closed, shoulders down the back. If you're still in Shavasana, you can stay there for the entire time. If you're seated with me, bring your hands to your heart center. Give yourself the thanks for doing something for yourself today. Deeply you and only for you can know your own practice and how it makes you feel. We are grateful to be able to broadcast this to you, and we hope that everyone that is seeing, hearing, is enjoying. We're going to end practice with the sound of Ohm one time. Take a nice clearing breath in and a clearing breath out. Inhale now. Thank you for practicing today with all of us from Light Rail. Relax back. Tune in to the sounds.